Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler Fikes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today, we are back in the big white Duramax, and we are going to be working on it yet again. There are a lot more projects I have planned for it, just life gets in the way and it moves slowly. But today, we are going to be making a big change to the truck. Should really clean up the back end, make it look a lot better, a lot cleaner, and a little bit newer. So first, with the old, we are going to be replacing this black trim piece that goes over the tailgate for a couple reasons. One, it's a little marred up on the inside and the outside, and that is somewhat to be expected. It's a truck. We put bikes in the bed. They come in and out, and it occasionally gets scratched up. It's also the original trim piece from 2005. So right down here, we have a new one in a box that's a little bit thicker, and we have some white primer, some color match white paint, and some color match clear coat, because I am going to be matching it to the truck, just like the handles and the mirrors. And then let me know what you think in the comments. Once I do that white too, should I get color matched white taillights, third taillight as well, and maybe do some more custom front headlights. So now it is time to paint the new piece. I'll let you see it prior to any paint going on. It has these extra little hang down tabs that I think look cool and look a little more aggressive and rugged on the truck. It's a little bit wider and has a little bit more of a step pad. Not that I'm going to be stepping on it too much, especially once I paint it white. Definitely want to try to keep it nice. But here it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is sand it with 320 grit and then put the first coat of primer on. And once you get it all scuffed up and looking like the old one, you're gonna wanna take some alcohol. I'm taking a microfiber towel. I'm gonna clean this really well, and then it is time to apply primer. I'm gonna do 2 coats of primer, and I'll cut to a time lapse in a second. And then I think I'm gonna just do as many coats as 2 cans will give me. Maybe save like half a can for touch up down the road. And then 2 coats of clear coat, see how it looks, go from there. And then I'll show you guys how to get it on the truck. I tried to scuff up the entire surface pretty well. It says on the can of primer to hit it with 320 grit, so it's a little hard to see on camera, but it is scuffed up thoroughly everywhere. So now it's time to get it clean, like I said, with a microfiber towel and some alcohol, and then it's time to get painting. I just remembered I have this awesome little Rust-Oleum tool. I'll link the link to it on Amazon down below. Check it out if you want one, but it makes using a spray can a lot easier. So back to painting. I just want to show you guys real quick how good this little spray handle works. I'm gonna put the camera on ultra wide. It's like I'm in a paint booth. It works a lot easier than just pressing the button. Keeps the paint off of your fingers, and it just looks cool. It makes you feel like you're a little more professional. And for the final product, I ended up going down to the store, getting a 3rd can of paint match just to make it a little bit thicker. Ran through the full 3 cans and then a whole can of clear coat. It came out really good though. No runs, smoothed it out. It looks super nice. The clear coat definitely made a huge difference and gave it a much smoother finish. It obviously doesn't look identical to the metal on the truck just because it is a different material, but it looks damn close. I think it came out pretty good. So now I'm gonna bring it in, let it cure overnight, and then we will put it on the truck. And now that we got the cap cured and ready to go on the truck, step number 1 of the installation process is going to be getting the old one off. So to do that, we are going to get something to pry that's not going to damage paint and just pop this old one off. And I take it back. You don't even need to get anything. My hand fit in there and then just start working it off. There's going to be goop under there, so a heat gun is definitely going to come in handy. I'm going to grab that and start warming it up and then be able to pry it off. And now that it's off, you're gonna wanna go over this with soapy water, get all the debris off, then get some alcohol. Soapy water, 99% alcohol, and something to scrape this gunk off. Like I said, a heat gun's probably gonna help get this stuff off, along with some rubbing compound, like maybe Goof Off, but it doesn't seem to be stuck on there that bad. So the next step is get this thing as clean as possible. So that is what I'm gonna do here. Just to show you guys what I am talking about, we're getting this stuff all the way off. Here is a section I have not hit yet. I wanna show you why the heat gun will be your best friend, and you absolutely need one. If you don't have one, either go get one or use a hair dryer. Get something to heat this stuff up. Because over here, without warming it up at all, that stuff really doesn't want to come up. Versus, hit it with a heat gun, get it kind of gooey, warm. I'm gonna hit this whole section, we'll be right back. Once it is heated up, this stuff just rolls away. Once it starts to get hard like that again, heat it back up. Get the heat gun, heat it up. And it leaves a tiny bit of residue, but super easy to get rid of that. Get your alcohol on a microfiber cloth, soak it, scrub it, comes off relatively easily. I do advise having some kind of plastic scraping tool, one that's not gonna mess up your paint, but I wouldn't use your thumb like that, like I did at first, because I ended up getting a blister pretty quickly. This stuff gets pretty hot. It doesn't feel great on your hand. So definitely get one of those. And now to get rid of the rest. And once you get all that gunk off, like 99% of the way, if you have a 3M wheel, it's gonna be a lot easier to get that fine residue off. But once you get it basically all the way off, you're gonna be ready to put the new tailgate cap on. This is not goop, that's like where the end of the other one was, and that little line will not come out. Kind of like where the fender flares used to be. Once I took them off, left a little mark. I want to get this thing painted eventually. The same Olympic white, just with a little bit of blue sparkle in it, like blue metallic flake. I think that would be really cool. And then do the undercarriage like the matching blue. But we're getting off topic. We are installing this today. So what you're gonna want to do is take your new one, and you can see it has some tape already in it, some double-sided sticky tape. And then it has spots. And then it has some pre-done holes in the corresponding spots where the holes are on your tailgate. Those are their OEM, little hexagon shape. And I actually didn't know those were there, but when I removed the old cap, there they were. And I'm happy they were, because I was just gonna put more sticky tape on the front, because I was not about to drill into this tailgate. But since they're there, we're gonna use them. So get your new piece, peel that backside off. It might help to have a second person, and then you're just gonna line it up, push it onto the truck, and get that backside stuck down. So I'm gonna drop the tailgate, and we're gonna start that process. And here's the final product. I'm standing way back here, that way you can't see how poorly it turned out. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to show you guys up close. This came out kind of like dog shit. So the sticky stuff definitely wasn't wide enough. It didn't really have a lot to grab on the back. And I did not look into it or think about it. That little recess leaves this showing, and I am not cool with that. The screws provided by this exact one, I'm not even gonna link it down below because in my opinion, it is a dog shit product. The bolts, the accessories that came with it to bolt in, did not work. I had to scrounge and find my own hardware. And my paint job, even though I let this sit for 2 weeks and did probably 5 coats of paint and 3 of clear, as you can see, got very easily chipped away. So like I said, from back here, I think it looks pretty good. It's a cool concept, getting that top piece color matched. But when you get up close, it looks awful. So I'm not too upset about it. You can still use this video as a tutorial on how to replace it. But what you're gonna do different is not get this one, take my word for it. Get the OEM style like that over there. Have it color matched professionally. And then just be able to do the sticky tape on both sides to put it back on. That being said, I've reached out to a custom manufacturing company, Mid-South LED. They made the color matched handles for that truck, soon to be. If you just saw my last video, I just put that tailgate back on instead of the tire gate. And that handle right there, I am replacing with a color matched one. And it was only like $100 more to get the color matched door handles as well. I already have the color matched door handles, as you can see, but they do have a couple scuffs on them. So for an extra $100, I figured I would have an extra set, and when the time comes, replace those as well. So like I said, I reached out to them literally 2 minutes ago. Haven't heard back yet, as it is a Sunday. But hopefully I hear back soon, and they are able to make me just an OEM one that is paint matched Olympic white and to the quality of this and not this. So that is gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully, at a minimum, somebody found this useful as a how to install the new tailgate cap. But keeping it real with you guys, this did not turn out at all the way I hoped or wanted. So bit of a fail on my part, and that's fine. We're gonna order the right stuff, get it dialed in the right way, and it will look good. May as well still use the video. Like I said, it's at a minimum a how-to. And stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to see the right one go on this truck. Because again, in my opinion, that looks horrible. I definitely wasted way too much time putting this together, painting it, spent way too much money on it. I'm probably about 150 in between paint and parts. Like I said, I am not even gonna link this product down below because I promise you, not worth your time. Didn't come with the right bolts, and I just don't think it looks good. If you want it, you can find it. Just look up tailgate cap for whatever truck on Amazon, and you'll find it because I found it relatively easily. Just, I'm not going to waste the time linking it. But if you guys want to see the right one go on the truck, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you at least found the video helpful on how to install it, hit the thumbs up. Hopefully somebody learned from my mistake and doesn't go this same path. I definitely didn't do it the way it should have been done. I don't know what step I missed. I sanded it, I painted it, clear coated it. I thought I did a pretty good job, but it just did not hold up. And I think it more so had to do with the products I was using and just not being as professional as it could have been. So do it right or do it twice is what I usually say. And in this case, we're doing it twice. But on the second time, we will get it right. So stick around for that. Thank y'all for watching. And until the next one, see you later.